Hello kids, how are you all? Welcome back again in our maths class. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 6, that is the junk seller. What do you mean by junk seller? In Hindi, we can call them kabadiwala. When they came to our homes, they collect all the waste or unuseful things. It could be a newspaper, iron material, plastic, and so many different types of items that has to be given to them. What they do is they take those items and segregate them so that those items can be recycled later on. But what benefit these junk sellers get? Out of this plastic, newspaper and waste, what is the benefit they are getting? Actually, when these junk sellers comes to your house and takes the waste and newspapers from you, then he is going to sell them waste to the other people who are going to recycle it. So after that, he will get money from that other person. But what you will get if you sell your waste or junk to these people instead of just throwing it away? So kids, there are two benefits. First one is that the junk which you are giving to them, that will be recycled, and other one is benefit that you can also make money out of it. Now, in our today's lesson, we are going to learn about the junk sellers. In your textbook, one story is given. The woman called Kiran, who is a junk seller. The lady is having a junk shop in Patna, and she said that when she was in school, at that time she hated maths. But today, maths is most useful for her work. She could never imagine this in her school time. So this story you have to read from your textbook. Now Kiran hated maths, but what about you? Do you also find maths difficult? What is the most difficult thing in your maths textbook? And what do you think is the easiest lesson? So what about you? I am talking about me. This question answers you have to write by your own. So, do you also find maths difficult? So, I will tell that no, I love maths. What is the most difficult thing in your maths book? Measurement. I don't like measurement sums because so many conversion sums are there. What do you think is the easiest lesson? The way the world looks, yes, which you have already learned in our last video. Today, we are going to solve some problems which are given in our maths textbook. So, our first problem is find out how much for a cup of tea. Ask people and find out the cost of tea. At a tea stall and at a hotel. If you are going to a tea stall, there the price of cup of tea is rupees 5 and at a hotel it may be rupees 20. So, here we will solve one word problem. If a person who runs a tea stall earns rupees 30 in a day, how much will he earn in 10 days and in a month? So, in one day he earns 30 rupees. In 10 days he will earn. So, here what we have to do? Yes, multiplication. We have to do multiplication. So, 10 into 30. So, 10 into 30 Our answer is 300. 30 into 10. 10 into 0, 0. 10 threes are 30. So our answer is 300. In 10 days, he will earn rupees 300. Now in one day, he earns rupees 30. So in 30 days, he will earn. So again here we will do multiplication. 30 into 30. 30 into 30 into 0, 0. 33 is 90. So our answer is 900. If a person who runs a tea stall earn rupees 30 in a day, how much will he earn in 10 days, which we have already solved. So our answer was rupees 300 in 10 days, and in a month he will earn rupees 900. How did you get the answer? Discuss. You have to discuss this answer with your parents. Now our second topic is find out what is loan. First question is here you have to solve some questions. Have you ever heard of someone taking a loan? For what? How much loan was taken? And how much money was paid back? So here you have to write down answers by your own. Yes, my uncle has taken loan of rupees 25,000 for bike. How much loan was taken? So he has taken loan of rupees 25,000 for his bike. How much money was paid back? He has paid rupees 30,000 back. Here my uncle has taken 25,000 rupees loan and he has paid back 30,000. So here 30,000 minus 25,000. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Here we will take borrow. 10 minus 5, 5. And 2 minus 2, 0. So my uncle has paid back 5,000 more rupees to the bank. So this 5,000 is interest. Now what is a loan? Money that someone lends you when you do not have money with you. So what is a loan? When we don't have money and if someone gives us money or lends you money, that is called loan. Usually banks gives us loan. Sometimes from some money lenders also gives us loan. But that money is given back to the bank in part along with some extra money. For example, my uncle has taken loan of rupees 25,000 and he has to pay back rupees 30,000. So that 5,000 is called interest. Now again one more word problem. Hariya and Babu want to buy a handcart for rupees 300. These both are junk sellers, Hariya and Babu. They want to buy a handcart which is rupees 300. Now Babu has taken loan of rupees 300. They don't have money, so they have to take loan. So here Babu has taken loan of rupees 300 and Babu has returned money back rupees 360. Interest is equal to 360 rupees minus 300 rupees. So here answer is 60 rupees. Babu has taken 600 and he has to back So here these two Hariya and Babu are the junk sellers, and one of them, Babu, has taken loan of rupees 300 from Chunnilal. After 6 months he will pay back rupees 360. So we have to do subtraction over here. So 360 minus 300. So we will get the answer 60 rupees. So Babu has to pay 60 rupees back to Chunilal after 6 months. Now Hariya has taken loan of rupees 300 and Hariya will return back money every month rupees 51. Hariya has taken a loan of rupees 300 from a bank for 6 months. He has taken loan for 6 months and he will pay rupees 51 every month to the bank, and every month he will pay 51 rupees to the bank. Hariya has taken loan for 6 months. So here what we have to do, we have to find out that how much money Hariya will pay back after 6 months to the bank. So here again we will do multiplication. 51 into 6. 6 ones are 6 and 6 fives are 30. 51 into 6. 6 ones are 6 and 6 fives are 30. So our answer is 306. Hariya paid rupees 306 and 306 rupees minus 300. So here what we have to do, we have to again find out how much money he has to pay bank after 6 months. So 306 minus 300. So we will get 6 rupees. So Hariya has to pay 6 rupees to the bank. And Babu paid rupees 360. So 360 minus 300. So our answer is 60 rupees. So here we have to find out the difference. So Hariya has to pay 6 rupees to the extra 6 rupees to the bank, and Babu had to pay 60 rupees extra to the Chunnilal. So who has to pay back more, Hariya or Babu? So our answer is Babu, because Babu has to pay 60 rupees extra and Hariya has to pay only 6 rupees to the bank after 6 months. Now again our next problem is, how much does Kiran earn from 9 rickshaws in a day? So Kiran has 9 rickshaws and here Kiran has 9 rickshaws of her own and she has given the rickshaws on rent, each for rupees 20 on a day. On Sundays she did not take any money of them. So here we have to find out how much does Kiran earn from 9 rickshaws in a day. For one rickshaw she get rupees 20 per day. So for 9 rickshaws she will earn. How did you do it? Now here what you have to do? One rickshaw is equal to rupees 20. She will earn rupees 20 from one rickshaw. So 9 rickshaws is equal to 20 into 9. So here 20 into 9, 9 into 0, 0, 9 twos are 18. So our answer is 180. So for 9 rickshaws, Kiran will earn rupees 180. But I find this easier. So again another method is there. For 10 rickshaws, she will get rupees 20 into 10, 200. 20 into 10, 200. And for 9 rickshaws, she will get rupees 200 minus 20. one rickshaw for rupees 20. Rent of one rickshaw is rupees 20. So we have to minus 20 from 200. So our answer is 180. 200 minus 1. 200 minus 20. 0. Here 10 and here 1. 10 minus 2, 8 and 1. So our answer is 180. So Kiran will get 180 rupees from 9 rickshaws. I hope you all understood this lesson. Remaining topics of this lesson we will continue in our next video. So thank you. Bye bye. Stay home, stay safe.